Priyanka, for you, I mean, you get to work with your husband for a bit in this. How much fun was that? I always say I can't work with my husband, but how much fun was it for you to have for those days for him to be on set?
He was just on set for those 2 scenes, but I was just very grateful that he did this part because the scene was written as it was, and we were shooting it in 2020, which was just bang in the middle of COVID at that time. And basically they were going to cast a random actor to come and quarantine for 14 days to end up doing the scene where he licks my face and kisses me slow motion. And I couldn't, like, I was really stressed out about that. And Nick happened to be in London because he came to settle me in. I was going to move to London for 1.5 years. So our director had the bright idea, and he was like, Nick is already in the bubble. He's an actor. Do you think you would ask him? It would be amazing. And I was like, yes, he has to do it. And he was so cool. He was like, of course I did. So he took one for the team, and I'm just grateful it was him and not somebody else.
I'm glad as well for you. I'm glad you got that moment.
Do I know you?
I'm not sure.
Also gotta say, Sam, happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hope you had a good one. How did we celebrate?
I celebrated pretty hard with my friends. My friends in Miami who all flew there to surprise me. I didn't know it was going to happen. But what better celebration than to go and watch Love Again? Go and watch it for my birthday.
That's the best birthday present we could give you, is what you're telling me.
That is it.
We love a rom-com. There's just so many things that rom-coms give us, and they're timeless. What is it that appealed to you guys about this romantic comedy?
I just don't think we have enough romantic comedies, or we make enough romantic comedies anymore. And I really grew up at the time of, like, you know, Love Actually and Notting Hill and My Best Friend's Wedding and, you know, Jerry Maguire and all of those amazing, like, romantic movies. And I always wanted to be a part of them because I enjoy watching them so much. So when this came my way, knowing that Sam and Céline were attached to it, it was just a no-brainer for me, because my character, while I was filming Citadel right after I finished this movie, and my character in Citadel, which is my show on Prime Video, is completely the opposite of my character in this movie. So that also was something that really drew me to it, is to be able to play something completely different from what I have been doing.
I think Priyanka Chopra put it out there, and I think this movie, you know, it's time for a resurgence, a renaissance of romantic movies. You know, I was a big fan as well, and the Nora Ephron movies, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, and Hugh Grant being foppishly English, British, shall I say. You know, they're just great, and we haven't had one for a long time. So I think, you know, this time as well in the world, I think we all need to feel good and to find love and to reconnect with each other. So hopefully this movie will spread that message.
Do you have a question for me?
Yes, Miss Dion. Do you really believe in all these things you sing?
You obviously know nothing about it.
What?
Love.
But also, nothing says romance like Céline Dion. The fact that Céline Dion is a part of this film as well, also with music. What was it like working with her? Were you both fans of her? Was she singing on set? I need all the details.
She is an incredibly talented human, and we know that. And this is her acting debut. It's the first time she's ever done a movie. I'm so glad she chose our movie to do this with. She's a riot. She's so funny, and she's just really talented as an actor, you know, but to be able to get original music from Céline, which the world has not gotten for such a long time, to have her play herself, and, you know, she's cheeky about it, she's self-aware, so she's like really fun and leans into it. That's really fun to watch. She's also an EP on the movie, you know, which goes to show her faith in the movie. And that's really nice to have, because she's like the queen of love, you know? And to have her do the soundtrack of our movie, it just sets the stage for us to be able to do some really moving pieces.
Absolutely. I can't believe it's her acting debut. You would never know. You would never know.
No, she's really good in it. She's very funny, and she's brought a lot of, she brings the heart of the movie as well. She brings her own history and her own
love story
to it. And I think, you know, she wholly believes in it. And I think I think anyone watching the movie hopefully will leave it, you know, believing in the power of love and believing in Celine's, I don't know, beautiful music.
Do you think you could fall in love with someone just through their words?
I think you're very cute.
And what else I love about the story is it's so interesting with the mistaken texting. I think we've all, I know I'm guilty of it, not in this way. This didn't happen, but did it make you think about either a time you maybe texted the wrong person or make you more careful about texting? Maybe sitting someone texting the wrong number?
I've sent a lot of wrong messages.
Oh, have you?
I have.
No.
I'm always like multitasking. My brain sometimes I'm doing something and I'm usually really good at it, but has that ever happened to you, Rachel, where you're talking about someone and you send a message to them?
Oh God.
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
the worst. Is when you're talking about somebody and I'm sending a text to someone else and you type the person you talk. That I have done so many times that I cross-check my texts so often now.
That's probably a good idea, but I think words are really important and words are a huge part of this. And not only the text, but also the words of Céline Dion and her
The
music,
lyrics,
right? So words have a lot of power.
Absolutely. It takes only one time to be burned from texting the wrong person where you're like, I am crossing my T's and dotting my I's after this. That's definitely happened to me. I hope it never happens to you, Sam. Never happens to you.
It's terrible.
Oh, I'm sure I've done it in the past, but I will definitely double check.